What we're going to be talking about in this video, and yes, we are back, by the way. We've been gone for 3 to 4 months, but we're back. We are back with another video. And I just want to say that we're probably not going to be back daily for now. I sense in my spirit that I will be back daily eventually, but right now it just doesn't feel right. So just keep that in mind. But we are back for now. So here's the video, and the video is the traps of shadow work. The traps of shadow work. Now, this is an incredibly powerful topic to discuss because personally for me, I have a huge history of shadow work. I've been doing shadow work for years, and you've seen me talk about this on my channel a lot. And even some of my videos before I took my break have been on shadow work, but the last 3 months have challenged my paradigm of reality. Okay, my belief systems are completely different than they were 3 months ago when I started my break. Now, what I want to talk about is the traps of falling into doing too much shadow work. We're going to talk about what this means, why this is a trap and what the problems are, and how to make sure that you're only doing the shadow work that you need to be doing, the shadow work that feels in resonance with your spirit, and how to avoid the unnecessary vibrations that you don't want to be experiencing. So let's talk about this. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because I do normally post a video every single day, but right now we're doing the occasional thing because that's what feels right. That's what feels in resonance with the spirit. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, I am taking on one-on-one clients right now. So if you want to see if you're a good fit to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit to work with me one-on-one. Now, the first thing we need to understand in terms of what the first trap of shadow work is that I've personally found in my life, that I'm very grateful to have overcome this trap, to not be in this trap anymore. Very, very grateful, okay? And the first thing you gotta understand is that we can just, like, this personally for me, I've had this, and I can definitely see this happening in certain spiritual circles and just in certain aspects of the spiritual community, which I say it in that way because it's just, at some point, it's just like life, you know? And I guess you have to put things into a community, but at the end of the day, we're just human beings, we're just living life, and we forget that. We forget that life is just about, you know, having fun and enjoying the moment sometimes. And that's going to connect with what I'm about to say, which is the first point that I want to make in this video, is that sometimes we can just take shadow work too far. We can just take it way too far. Like how much shadow work do we have to do? Now, I'm speaking for myself here in my past. So I want to make sure that people can avoid these traps. See, that's the whole point of developing wisdom, is you make mistakes and you realize, oh, I don't have to do that mistake anymore. So you become grateful that you don't have to be doing those mistakes that you used to be doing, right? Now, what you can do is you can save yourself months and months of doing unnecessary shadow work, and I'll just give you the answer right now. Don't take it too far like I did, okay? There's a time and place to clear out the old. Like when you're stepping into a new frequency, a new reality, there's gonna be all this old stuff that comes up, and it's cool. You just clear it out and you're good. That's the shadow work. That's it, that's cool. When you're transitioning from one reality to another, there's gonna be contradicting vibrational frequencies, and you're gonna have to clear out the old. Okay, that's shadow. That's it. That's like, that's the most simple. And now, of course, it can go a little bit deeper than that, depending on how, of course, you define the shadow. But in my current reality, with my belief systems, the definition of shadow that resonates with my spirit, the meaning that I give to the shadow, which of course we create the meaning of our reality, is that I'm always creating my reality. I'm in the creator seat, and I'm constantly moving through these contradictory vibrations that might be out of alignment with the new reality that I want to be in, and that's the shadow. Now, what I used to do in the past is I'm always like, oh, am I doing enough shadow work? It was almost like fear-based. It's like, oh, what if I have a shadow that I haven't cleared yet? Like, it was very fear-based. It was very neurotic. I took it too far. And I want you to not make this mistake. So another way to say it is, I want you to stay in the clarity vibration as much as possible. That's what I want for you. And that's a very, very pure desire that I want for you, because what I want for you is to stay aligned as much as possible, okay? and to not fall into being unnecessarily aligned. See, when I say take it too far, what I did was I was always looking for reasons to do shadow work. And it's like and there was something deep in my spirit. I was like, no, something feels wrong. Because it's like we have this internal guidance system, right? That's always showing us, are we tuned into our spirit? Are we in alignment with our true self, with our higher self, with our spirit, with love? Are we in alignment with what is best for all, what feels exciting, what feels amazing, right? There's this deep intuitive guidance system that we all have. We all have connection to this guidance system, okay? And your emotions are always telling you whether you're in alignment. But what I did was I kind of went against that and called it shadow work, see? Now, I think that was useful because I had so many, you know what's funny? It resonated with me. So the teachings of following your resonance, that was still included in that because I was excited about following my resonance, but my resonance was to just get into a peaceful vibration because I had so much darkness a long time ago. So it was useful for me to do that. But then I dragged it on for way longer than needed. I saw the shadow, I realized I need to face some stuff, I came back into alignment with who I am. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But then for me, what I did was my mind created a spiritual ego and I developed all these, you see, I took it too far. So just be conscious. Maybe you're taking it too far like I did. And just realize you're a creator, okay? You're allowed to just focus on positive thinking sometimes. You're allowed to focus on just having fun, just living a life that feels in a resonance to you, that feels in alignment to you. You don't always have to clear the shadow. You've already done the work. It's time to live your life. You've done so much shadow work. Be grateful that you're back into alignment with your spirit. Show appreciation and gratitude for the fact that you found your center again, and now proceed to expand your consciousness and feel more love and joy and expansion. That's why you're here. You're here to expand your consciousness and to feel the most love possible, be at the highest possible frequency, and then spread that frequency by being on that frequency, and that's what you call your core frequency. And you can't do that when you're doing the shadow work. So the very act of doing shadow work implies that you're healing something, which means that you're in a current vibration, which means that you're not already at that high vibration. So you can shift into that high vibrational reality, and then what happens is that you're having fun again. And the only way to get there is to realize, wait a second, maybe you're taking your shadow work too far. At least I did. So the second thing you want to know, the second thing I want to share with you is the trap of shadow work is that you're amplifying low vibrations. Now, some people might go against this, right? And then Francis, no. You're going to start talking about reality creation and gratitude. And Francis, you're running away from your shadows. See, that's what I would have said. You would have talked to me a year ago. If I saw somebody talking about gratitude and positive focus and focusing on what you want to create and manifestation, I would have said, what is this person running away from? They don't know who they are. Now, maybe that's true, but maybe they already know who they are. Maybe they've already been through that layer of consciousness. Not to say that it's higher or lower, but it is a higher vibrational frequency, the better you feel, okay? And that frequency is something you cannot access when you're constantly nailing the shadow work. Now, it might bring you to high frequency later, so I'm not saying that shadow work doesn't have, I'm not like dropping shadow work. I'm just saying, are you unnecessarily, with your consciousness, tuning into lack vibrations? That's what you want to ask yourself. Just be conscious here, okay? So don't swing over to the pendulum like I am right now. I'm an extremist, by the way. If you haven't seen it already, my spirit is an extremist, okay? And I love it. I love jumping into something and being excited about it. It doesn't feel forced. I'm an extremist, but there's no force behind it. It's very in alignment, and I feel amazing. So what I want you to know is that just be aware, are you amplifying low vibrations, and are you in that trap? Because see, the community, if you're tuned into my content, just want to acknowledge you for a moment. You might be way more conscious than you're giving yourself credit for. If you're tuned into this frequency right now, watching this video, you're probably at a way higher level of consciousness than you might be giving yourself credit for. So what I want you to understand is that you might already know who you are as consciousness. You might already know. You might not need to do any more shadow work. You might need to just appreciate that you've gotten to where you are and then start focusing on the love, on the expansion, on the excitement, the very basic, commonsensical next move. What should I do now that excites me? Okay, your spirit has already made it. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. Now get along and move along and start expanding your spirit once again, remembering who you are as an expansive spirit, getting to higher levels of vibration. Okay, that's why you're here. Now, the third thing that you need to know in terms of the traps of shadow work is, what you want to start to realize is that at some point, you got to realize that when you're doing the shadow work, it doesn't teach you everything about consciousness. That's the trap that I want you to understand. It doesn't teach you everything. So I love Eckhart Tolle, okay? I love Eckhart Tolle. I love the guy. Not in the romantic way, obviously, but I love him in the sense that I really appreciate his spirit because he connected me to peace. He connected me with my, my center, who I am, consciousness, presence, right? But I nailed that for a couple years until it was like, wait a second, this is not exciting anymore, right? Just peace, just consciousness. See, there's another layer. There's more layers to consciousness than I thought. There's more layers to consciousness than I thought. And see, I watch many YouTubers, many gurus, I've read some books and all that. But one thing that my spirit has done the last few months is it's grounded into its core frequency, my core frequency. What do I believe? What is my belief system? Okay, my belief system is that there's many facets to reality. There's many levels of consciousness. Some are higher vibrational, some are lower vibrational. Okay, that's just the way that it is. And just to do shadow work is just one piece of consciousness. That's all I'm saying. That is a trap. Just be aware. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying it's one level, okay? Doing shadow work and becoming conscious of who you are as consciousness, that's one level. Another level is embodying more of who you are as God in human form. That's another reason why I believe we are here. I believe that. Francis, beliefs are all illusion. Yes, they are. They're not real. But some beliefs are more in alignment with source than other beliefs. Okay? So I'm not real. I'm an illusion, just like we're all one. But I'm still playing the game, and I'm still manifesting, and I'm still going to create some meaning out of this, and I'm creating the meaning, and it's all an illusion, but I'm creating it. May as well create something fun. Are you going to join me? Beautiful. Leave a comment down below if you're joining me on the path of excitement, bliss, joy, and fun, and creating what you want and feeling amazing in the process. Okay, so that is the video. Watch out for these traps. Sincerely hope that this video gave you some value, and I hope that you avoid these traps so that you don't have to waste years of your life focusing on negative frequencies like I did. But hey, I'm grateful to be here now, and I'm grateful to be back in alignment with my spirit, and I'm grateful to be back on YouTube. So I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.